This is Tom Robleski, the senior opinion writer from the Staten Island Advance. And the big wheel is coming to St. George. So is the Empire Outlets Mall. There's a development at the old U.S. Coast Guard base in St. George and at the old home port. $1 billion in private investment is coming to St. George, and also traffic is going to come to St. George. And as we know, traffic is already one of the biggest concerns here on Staten Island, and yet nobody, not Mayor de Blasio and not DOT Commissioner Polly Trottenberg or even borough officials who are going to be most directly affected by this, seem to have any plan for the traffic that we could face once all these projects are up and running. So, I mean, even here already, just on Bay Street, it's like a normal morning, nothing extraordinary going on after rush hour, by the way. So already you can see the potential here for just, massive congestion. So one lane in one direction, one lane in the other direction. Oh, and by the way, there's also bike lanes on this road as well. So we're going to be sharing this also with cyclists as well. So that'll add another sort of wrinkle into this whole concern. Here, right up here, look now, here's the supermarket. So you got 2 delivery trucks. Now this is going to happen how many times a day? Where you're going to have deliveries being made. There's a Key Food here. There are people living in this apartment building. This is Victory Boulevard and Bay Street. This is one of the major intersections on Staten Island. You're going to have people crossing over. And so, what is it going to be like when you times the traffic here by 2 or 3 or any other, exponential amount? So now we're sort of entering the industrial / maritime part of the North Shore, past Jewett Avenue, and this is always a tricky place because there's a lot of businesses around here. And as you can see, we're basically, there's a bus stopped here for whatever reason, we don't even know. Line of cars behind it. Again, an ordinary day. We see people stopping at all these different businesses over here, and like I said, I mean, traffic is something you have to live with, but when you're adding that much traffic into an environment, you have to remember, people live here, people work here, they do business here, people come from other boroughs to do business here, and we don't want businesses to suffer because new businesses are coming. And we want the new businesses that are coming, to be successful, because, we don't want them to fail. We're going to put up with a certain amount of inconvenience. And I mean, look at that line of traffic we're passing on the other side of the road there. So there's really, not a lot you're able to do. You just kind of sit here and endure it. Of course, people who live in this part of Staten Island, they've been gritting their teeth and doing it all the time.